All right, guys, here we go. We are on week 4 of my TRT. Is that right? I think that's right. I've had 4 injections. My 4th one was this past Saturday, and I feel a lot better already. I don't feel like down, or I didn't say that I felt depressed, but looking back on it, I think I did feel depressed. I just didn't want to do anything and had no energy. I mean, I worked, but I didn't want to work. I had to force myself to work all the time. You know how that goes. Today, later on in the video, I'll show you how I do my HCG injection. It's pretty simple, but I'll break it down a little bit for you. But what is there to talk about today? Let's see. No, I feel good. I wasn't going to make another video until next week, but I just had more energy to do it today. And it's voting day, so everybody's gone. My mom moved in with us a couple weeks ago, so she's staying with us. So I'm trying to hide this from my wife and from or not for my wife, she already knows, but hide this for my mom or anybody else. Let's see. Just feel good. Have more energy. I'm not angry. I feel better contractions in the gym. People people have already noticed the difference in the gym, and it's only been 4 weeks, so that's always good. It usually takes 2 months before people start to notice your results. I don't know. People always want to know about strength gains, but I don't really lift that way. I just try to focus on contraction and how I feel in the muscle. And some weeks, like today, was back, and I actually went a lot lighter than I had been going, just because I couldn't get the contraction on my left lat, and it's really what I focus on, is the contraction, not the weight that you're pulling or pushing, because that doesn't really do much. In my experience, I used to just lift heavy, and I always got big, but I never got big to where I looked good. I was just big. I looked massive, with my shirt on. With my shirt off, I didn't look attractive or anything like that. There was no real definition. I just was a solid mass. But about 2 years ago, I realized about lifting for the contraction and not for the weight, and then you can see real progress. I mean, it's already been, probably can't tell because it's only been a few weeks, but my shoulders are already starting to pop out, and I'm still probably 27% body fat, so I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, I'll show you my injection, and no, just kind of zoned out for a second. Oh, my food. When I first started, I actually was eating really clean, really concentrating on my calories, and I got sick. Every time you lose weight, or every time I lose weight, I always start getting sick. And so then I just started bumping my calories up, and then I got better, and I just feel better. And I don't count my calories right now. I just kind of try to make better choices with what I eat, and it works fine. My weight is still right around the same, but my wife says I look leaner, my clothes fit better. So I'm trying to just recomp where I am. Try to stay around. I'll probably try to get down to 205 eventually, but right now I'm happy at 215 to 220, and I think I'm right at 220. So I've technically lost 2 pounds over the last month, but that's inconsequential. That doesn't matter. But anyway, so let me show you this. This is my HCG. I take this twice a week, and I use an insulin needle for that. And just for comparison, this is a needle that I use for my Testosterone Cypionate. I have an extra one, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop that off. So there is the needle. This is an insulin needle, and this is meant for in your fat subcutaneous. And then this is what you use for testosterone, and that is supposed to go deep into the muscle, and you see the size difference of those, or at least I hope you can. And so this is what you use for HCG, and this is what you use for testosterone. Sometimes if you're like you're kind of a little bit, let's not use that, right? Sometimes if you're like it's too painful for you, they'll just give you one of these for your testosterone, and then you'll put it like in your love handle or something. But doesn't really matter. It absorbs faster and better in your muscle, which is why they tell you to do that. So anyway, this, you just pop the cap off, the safety cap up top, and then there's a little cap up here on the bottom. Keep you to do it. I'm supposed to take 50 units, so I'll pull it down to 50 units, and then I'll inject that air into the vial. And the reason I do that is because it just makes it easier to draw it out. You're like trying to pull this out of a vacuum. And if you don't do that, sometimes what will happen is you'll pull it out, and then the vacuum will suck all of the stuff right back up in there. All right, like I said, I'm still kind of fat, but I'm just gonna show you how this works. Got a little alcohol swab. Just put it right here, about an inch over to your stomach or your belly button. You're usually supposed to let it dry, but I don't care. And you take a pinch a little fat, and you just take it, you stab it in, and then eject it. And that is it. Don't forget to put your caps back on. You got kids and other things running around. I have a sharps container in my bathroom that I'll throw that into, and then I'll go dump that off instead of putting that in my trash can, because I have 3 little kids and I don't want them messing with anything. What's weird with this actually is I started off putting it on my right side, and every time I put it on my right side I had like this bad bruise. It doesn't make any sense because it didn't hurt when it goes in. Like, I don't even feel this one. This one kind of hurts when the oil goes in because it's thick. But when I go over my left side and inject this in, I don't have any problems. And yeah, let's see. I'll probably give you guys another, what's the word? Progress pics, I guess, in about a week or 2. Probably next week, because that'll be right at a month. So, yeah. And then we'll do that. And I'll be kind of curious too, because I haven't really seen. And we'll see if my wife's full of it or not. But yeah, everything's going good. Getting all excited. Somebody at the gym actually, they approached me and asked me if I wanted to be a trainer there. I told them no. I used to be a trainer in my early 20s, and I don't make as much money as I could now. But it's still flattering that they come up. They can see that you're doing things properly and that you're making progress, and they think people could benefit from that. So it's always flattering to hear something like that. Well, yeah, other than that, everything's good. Everything's going real well. My sleep is really good. I used to have insomnia, for as long as I can remember. Not bad insomnia, but I'd go to bed and sometimes I'd lay there for 3 or 4 hours before I go to sleep. Minimum usually of like 30 minutes. I'm used to it. Now it seems like it's like 10 minutes and I fall asleep. I stopped drinking caffeine throughout the day, just in my pre-workout, so that could be helping that as well. And yeah, everything's good. The only thing that I haven't noticed yet is my libido still isn't as high as I want it to be. It is coming back. It's not like I had no libido. It's just I only had it like once every week or 2, and come on, that's not enough. So we're trying to get that back up there. So, but they say that could take up to 3 months before you start seeing those effects. But my energy level is going up. That is something that's great. And my anxiety is down, which I didn't think I had anxiety, and I didn't think I had any like depression symptoms. But looking back on it, I just see things more clear now, and I don't really have those worries or concerns like I used to. But yeah, let me wrap this up. Hopefully, I'll get this published out today, and it doesn't take me a while. See you next time.